Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the current National Assembly Speaker, Masika Wetangula, is in serious war with the former immediate Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi. Some of you guys will think that everything is in order in Kenya Kwanza, but all is not good. There is fight for survival. These people are fighting to deliver what they had promised to their people. And the fight between Wetangula and Justin Muturi is over the control of the National Assembly. Muturi was just the Speaker in the past Parliament, but even after relinquishing that office, still Muturi wants to control the National Assembly and the office of the Speaker. I'm saying this because there's an information emerging that Muturi, even after leaving office, there are some staff that he employed on permanent service at the office of the Speaker of the National Assembly. Because the truth of the matter is that once someone comes to the office, he comes in with his new team. Whichever position you are being given, whether it is a minority, majority, or whichever office you have, you come in with your leadership, your own people whom you trust to do the job. But seemingly, after Muturi leaving the office, he left his people behind who have tied Senator Masika Wetangula's hands. And Wetangula is not ready to work with this team. He's fighting tooth and nail to make sure that these people are out and his team is in. I want to listen to Okiya Omtatah shortly while exposing this, and after this, I will explain to you the reason why Okiya Omtatah is the one behind this case, and the other reason why Wetangula will not allow Justin Muturi team to work with him.
I don't know. I don't try to keep a record. I can only tell you that I'm filing one tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Against who now?
Some corruption in Parliament.
You've already found corruption in Parliament? You've been there like 3 minutes, 3 days.
Yes, and I want to get some fellows fired. Because I've been irregularly recruited. At the level of directorate, no interviews, no advertisement, then they are recruited. And they're being recruited at the last minute by the exiting group, which means they are tying the hands of the incoming group. So I want those fellows fired, and I'm going to court tomorrow.
Were you recruited by them?
No. These are directors in the office of the Speaker of the National Assembly. Yeah. So if they don't go, Wetangula will basically be tied to Muturi.
Right.
You see, so we don't want those things to continue. It has been a practice that the new team comes in with their own people, their personal staff. Yeah. So you cannot have your personal staff stay on and you give them permanent terms of service and you hamstring the incoming speaker.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with you. I mean, you're a senator. That's the National Assembly. Leave those...
No. That's the Republic of Kenya. That's why Australia is a part of the Republic. So the hirings in the National Assembly, those people will offer services to Kenyans. They should come through the front door. Nobody should come through the window.
Which is what they're doing.
Yeah, they're trying to come in through the window.
Okay. Okay, Omtatah, why?
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give our video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, Senator Okiya Omtatah is the man taking this matter to the court. And according to him, there was irregularity in recruitment, There was no interview that was done, and there was no appointment letters. And again, this recruitment was just coming last minute when someone was exiting the office. No public participation. And because of this, he has every reason to take this matter to the court and make sure that, he has promised he will make sure that these people have exited those offices. Because these are the directors in the office of the speaker, senior staff. One thing that I can assure you is that the man behind this case is not Okiya Omtatah. But Okiya Omtatah has a good reputation when it comes to fighting for the truth. He has been an activist, and he still insists that despite being a senator, he will still continue with his activism job. So this is not the first time people are using Okiya Omtatah. They have been doing so, but in a good way, even including the police officers. When they have problem which they cannot solve out or express their own feelings on it, they give it to Okiya Omtatah to help them. So Masika Wetangula does not want to fight Justin Muturi directly. And for that reason, in his own wisdom, he has realized that he is better use his brother Okiya Omtatah to resolve the problem in the office of the Speaker of the National Assembly. But the real truth is that it is Wetangula who is the owner of this case. But just to look good and, doing things in a better way that does not involve that much of infight, he has decided that it is Okiya Omtatah to take this matter to the court. So, why take this matter to the court, and why remove these guys from the office? Because again, Justin Muturi is not in Azimio. Justin Muturi is in Kenya Kwanza. This is the team that has been working with the President William Ruto to make the agenda real. But why remove them? Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. When Mudavadi and Wetangula were campaigning in the Western region, because that's where they put more of their campaign, they were promising the Luhya community that they are going to deliver 30% of development and any other appointment to the Mulembe nation. Right away from the CS, CASs, PS, ambassadorial, and all those other parastatal appointments. They said they would deliver 30%. So that is where their bet was to get the votes. And since they are in power, the only remaining thing for them to get another time to campaign in the Western region and win, they have to deliver what they promised. And that also explains the reason why our politics is still local. Kama nikitumia jina ingine tunaweza sema tribal. But to make it look nice, let us say local. People have to appease their own people who have brought them to power. And this also explains the reason why J.B. Muturi was employing people in a National Assembly Speaker's office on permanent basis when he was leaving. If you go and check on the people whom he has employed there are people who come from his background. Or politics is local. That's why he's fixing there. And this is the reason why Wetangula is fighting to get it right. So that when he's the Speaker of the National Assembly, he has the people whom he can give order to, and they do the work according to what he has instructed. Number two, he has his own people whom he promised that they are bringing 30%. So when he was given the slot for the Speaker of the National Assembly, he has to deliver the 30%, and that is part of the 30% William Ruto promised to these people. So he has to deliver it, take it back home, the 30%. Wetangula has to realize the 30%. Remove these people from office and bring in your men. If you have like maybe let's say 6 key positions, to make it look nice, 4 will go to Western and 2 it will be given to other people, but those who are in a maybe for the Kenya party. In that way, they will be realizing the 30% they had promised Luyas that they are going to take it back home. Hapo ndio sasa zetu zimetufikisha, something which is very bad. We were trying to run away from this, but it's very bad. It is very hard to get out of this, because even President Uhuru Kenyatta, in his own government, actually, there was impunity. It was largely people from Mount Kenya and Rift Valley. I don't know if Ruto will prove us wrong. We are waiting to see his cabinet, and we will tell if really there is change in this country. Even William Samoei Ruto himself, when he got half of the government in 2017, it went all to Kalenjin nation. So this is what our top leaders have been able to do. That's why many people are believing that it can be better if we try railaodinga to see how he can lead this nation and try to change our politics from ethnic-based reward and politics to national politics. Unfortunately, he did not get a chance to serve the Kenyan people. We could have waited to see if there is a change. But we tested President Uhuru Kenyatta. He has shown us that really he believed in local politics. William Samoei Ruto was tried as a deputy president, and they proved the Kenyans how he can play local politics. He has another chance to redeem himself. We will wait and see if William Samoei Ruto, as the President of the Republic of Kenya, he will get out of the tribal cocoon and show Kenyans the unity that they need in this country, to prove that even when you are a president, you don't take everything to your region, but spread it across the country and bring the real picture of the face of Kenya. So Wetangula is fighting to deliver 30% and is fighting to take control of the National Assembly, rather than JB Muturi being out of the office in another ministry, but still want to control the National Assembly. So I want to control directly and bring back home the 30%. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Let us meet in the comment section for continuation of this conversation, and see you in our next video.